So welcome back to another video on the channel. Now in this video, I'm going to be covering something that really I don't talk about often because it kind of goes against what my philosophies are around kind of building an SMMA and whatnot. But with that being said, in this video, we're going to be going through how you can scale to $8,300 per month from your SMMA, which is 6 figures per year, in the quickest time frame possible. Now guys, as always, it's going to be a good video, so make sure before we jump into it, you go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Massively helps out with the YouTube algorithm, and also you won't regret it. So make sure you go ahead and do that. And with that being said, let's jump straight into the video. So as I just mentioned, I don't like talking about this type of stuff often because I don't like people going into, their SMMA journey with the mindset that they're going to be able to hit 6 figures in like the next week, because oftentimes it doesn't happen. But there is things that you can do to give yourself the best chance possible of getting to those types of milestones in the quickest time frame possible. And in this video, as I mentioned, I want to go through that. So first things first, there's actually a requirement that you need to have in your agency before you can implement on anything that I'm going to go through in this video, and that is that you need to make sure you're in the e-commerce niche. Now I know I talk about this a lot, that the e-commerce niche is the best niche and whatnot, but guys, it truly is. And after you finish watching this video, go ahead and watch another video. I don't know if it's going to be posted before this one or after this one. And look, if you don't believe me, go ahead and click the first link in the description. After you've watched this video, it's going to take you to the enrollment page for my program, the Quantum Leap E-Com Agency program. Now I'm not by any means saying to enroll or anything like that. If you don't want to, it's completely fine. But what I do want you to do is watch the video on that page, because it's actually a module that I've pulled directly out of my program, and I've actually installed it into that enrollment page completely for free, so you can really see that the e-commerce niche is the best niche out. But as I say, aside from that, the prerequisite for you to successfully action on this video is that you need to be in the e-commerce niche. Now what follows that is these next 3 main points, and if you implement on these 3 points, you will give yourself the best chance possible at getting to 6 figures in the quickest time frame possible. So first things first, and you've heard me speak about this before, is that you need to be making sure you're implementing on a proven outreach method. That is the most important thing. Without that, you won't be able to get any clients. And really the next 2 points are things that you need to do once you've got clients. So in order to get the clients, you need to be making sure that you're spending your time on a proven outreach method. And once you've figured out that proven outreach method for the e-commerce niche, that is, you need to be making sure that you're putting all of your time and focus onto that method and executing on that method. I see it far too often. People get sidetracked when they're starting their agency. They start to look at their website and how their socials are looking and how their tax is structured and all this different stuff, and it's taking away from the main thing. You always need to make sure that you're keeping the main thing the main thing. Okay, and the main thing for you when you're starting out is to get clients. Without clients, you don't have a business, so there's no point trying to set up your business in like legally and do your tax structure, making sure it's all perfect and whatnot when you've got no clients. You need to make sure that you keep that the main thing, and you need to make sure that every day you're dedicating a healthy amount of time to executing on that proven outreach method, right? Ideally, you want to be doing at least 4 hours a day. Now, I understand that some people still have a day job, and so that may be quite a while, right? 4 hours-ish on average per day may be a lot of time that you just don't have to dedicate to it. So if that's the case and you do have other requirements, then you need to make sure that you're spending as much time as you possibly can while staying consistent over a long period of time, executing on that proven method. That's the first thing, and it's kind of a non-negotiable, because as I say, without doing that, you won't be able to move on and progress to these next points that I'm about to say. And again, perfect segue to the second point is that you want to be leveraging ROAS deals. Now here's why I always say that the e-commerce niche is the best, because you can make far more per client, which means you actually don't need as many clients, and you need to obviously ensure that those clients are solid, and if they are, you can make a healthy amount per client because you want to be leveraging something called ROAS deals. Now, what is a ROAS deal? Well, in the e-commerce niche, there's a metric called ROAS, and that basically means that for every dollar you spend, how much are you getting back? If you've got a 4.5 ROAS, that means that for every dollar you're spending, you're getting around $4.50 back. And so what a ROAS deal is that you basically make more money given your performance. So if you perform better, if you get better results for that month, you make more money. Now, how does it work? Well, basically what you spend, so your ad spend, is taken away from your purchase conversion value. So if you spend $15,000 in that month and you make them back $25,000 in that month, well then you want to go 25, take the 15, and that leaves you with a $10,000 difference, and you take a percentage of that $10,000. Now, the reason that you make more if you get better results is because if you say, for example, you spend 20,000 and you bring in 100,000, well, now you do the same equation. So 100,000, which is the purchase conversion value, minus the ad spend, which was 20,000 in this case. Now that leaves you with an $80,000 difference. And so you still take that same percentage. Let's say, for example, easy numbers, 10%, right? Which is actually a really, really average and normal, usual percentage deal. So now instead of taking 10% on 10,000, you're now taking 10% on 80,000. So instead of getting paid an extra $1,000, you're now getting paid an extra $8,000 just because you've got a 10% ROAS deal and you got them really good results. So now, I mean, look, just from that, just one client, from that, using that exact same example that I just said, which again, none of those numbers were like, you know, flared up just for this video or anything like that. They're like, they're real life, genuine, achievable metric. You've literally just made $8,000 from one client, and that's just on the ROAS deal. That's not actually including your service fee, because what you'd want to do is get a flat fee of maybe $2,000 a month. Again, these are completely arbitrary, but again, very, very realistic. Flat fee of $2,000 a month plus 10% ROAS. If you spend 20,000, bring in 100, $80,000 difference, you still get paid that 2,000 because that's flat fee every month, that's a given. So there's 2,000, then you get your 8,000 performance fee, that's 10,000 a month from one client in the e-commerce niche, 10,000 a month. So you've already surpassed the 8.3 thousand a month, which equates to 100,000 a year. And it's all from one client. You're just focusing on one client. And as I say, like, yes, these are arbitrary numbers for the point of this video, but they're very realistic. As you can see again on the screen, you would have seen this same screenshot at the start of the video, but again, as you can see on the screen, this was one day and I made $12.7 thousand in one day. And you can see actually it says 12.7K and then it says like 4 payments next to it. So 2 of the payments was from one client. And so the 2 was like the flat fee retainer. Obviously that's like the one payment, as I say, that comes out no matter what, that's automatic. And then the second payment was actually the ROAS deal that I made in the back end. So it's very realistic. And you know, as I say, that's one day out of the month. So 12.7 thousand in one day. If I then did nothing else for the rest of the month, didn't make any more money, the extra 29 days of that month I didn't do anything else, I still would have made 12.7 thousand in that 1 month, right? So now let's put it into perspective for you. You need to make 8,300 for the entire month. It's more than doable. You just need to follow what I've gone through in this video. So slightly shorter video today, but I just want to show you the reality and how achievable it is to actually make $8,300 in 1 month, which is 6 figures a year from your SMMA. And as I say, there is ways to go about it in the shortest time frame possible, ensuring you're in the e-commerce niche, tripling down on a proven outreach method and leveraging ROAS deals. And you know, in terms of that second point of tripling down on a proven outreach method, I know that's easier said than done. And so what I've actually gone ahead and done is built out an entire free training for you to go through, where I literally break down exactly how I signed my very first 7 e-commerce clients for my social media marketing agency, all within the e-commerce niche. This was back when I had no previous experience, had no case studies, so you can basically copy it. Even if you've got no experience, no case studies or anything of that nature, go ahead and click the second link in the description. It's going to take you to the 60-minute free training. And really, after you've watched that free training, you will then have a proven outreach method to triple down on. So then that's done and that point's cleared. Now you just need to make sure that you stay consistent on that proven outreach method. And once you do, you'll be able to then go on to the next step of leveraging ROAS deals, which then basically ensures that you'll be at 8,300 a month in the quickest time frame possible. And I'm super excited for you guys to hit 6 figures with your SMMA. It's more than achievable. You just need to stay consistent and just follow what I've gone through in this video. So guys, as always, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.